Hey, welcome back to Melinda's Messy Sink. Tonight we are going to try something new. I found this box of Smithfield rib tips in the meat section of my local Kroger's. So I thought, you know what, let's give that a try on some night whenever I'm got tons of stuff going on. I can just heat these up and see what happens. So tonight's that night. It came in a 4-pound package and I've dumped it into a foil-lined pan. I am going to go ahead and give this a little bit of extra seasoning because it is seasoned and it does have barbecue sauce. I'm going to add some Spice Time barbecue seasoning, and I'm going to add some garlic powder and some onion powder. And I spread the meat out into a single layer. I'm going to put this covered in a 350-degree oven for about 10 minutes. And then I'm going to turn this down to 250 for 1 hour. As our rib tips are finishing up, I'm going to make this macaroni and cheese. It's the Cheetos new brand of cheesy jalapeno. My husband likes spicy stuff, so I thought I would give this a try. I'm going to cook this per package instructions. I've got my water almost ready to boil, then I'm going to cook my pasta. Okay, y'all, our pasta has finished cooking and I have drained it. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter, 1/4 cup of milk, and the cheese sauce. So all I'm doing is following the package instructions. While our noodles were cooking, our rib tips finished, and we're gonna take a look at those. I've just been letting them sit. Okay, I'm gonna move this to the side while that butter's melting. And let's take a look at these ribs. All right. I did open these and pour a little bit more barbecue sauce on there, but I just kind of wanted to see how they're looking. And this is how our rib tips look. And here is my food plated up. That meat is very good. It's very tender. It has lots of flavor. It's fall apart tender though. These are very blah blah. I'm so excited I can't even talk. Those are really good. That cheesy jalapeno, that is definitely cheesy and it's definitely jalapeno-y. It is very good, except for it's got some kick instantly. It's not one of those things that it builds. We just finished our rib tips and now we're going to go on to shrimp scampi. This week we have Vacation Bible School in the evenings from 6 to 8. So, and I'm also really busy at the office. So what I'm doing is I'm cooking ahead 3 meals that are super easy and that will be good warmed up. So we did the rib tips and the cheesy jalapeno macaroni, which my husband thinks is hot, by the way. And now we're gonna do shrimp scampi. I'm 100% taking shortcuts. I found this shrimp scampi mix. It's out by the seasoning packet aisle at my Kroger's. And then I found this pastaroni with angel hair and herbs. And we are going to make the shortcut version of shrimp scampi. I accidentally bought the shrimp that are already cooked and deveined, but the tails are on. I meant to buy the raw shrimp. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna skip a step of browning the shrimp that's on our directions on our package. Because our shrimp is already cooked. Wait till you see how fast this comes together. And I tried it just to make sure I wasn't leaving my husband with anything where he wouldn't like it, and it turned out absolutely delicious, and it's super duper fast. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to boil our mixture for our angel hair pasta with herbs. After this cooks, it needs to sit for a little while. As it cools, it thickens. So I've added 1 1/3 cup of water, 2/3 cup of milk, and 2 tablespoons of butter. All of those measurements are on the package as well. We're gonna let this come up to a boil, and then we're going to pour in our pasta, and then we're gonna start on our shrimp in this plate. Okay, now that our mixture is boiling, we are going to add our noodles and our seasoning packet into the mixture. We're going to make sure that we push all of this angel hair pasta down into the mixture. And then once this comes back up to a boil, we're gonna turn it down to simmer for 4 to 5 minutes. Get this seasoning packet in here. And we're just getting everything mixed. All right, our noodles are finished. We are ready to go ahead and start on our shrimp. I also went ahead and pulled all pulled all the tails off of my shrimp just so that you didn't have to worry about that while you were eating. So what we're gonna do, you're not gonna believe how easy this is. We're literally going to pour, we're literally gonna pour this marinade in our skillet. We're gonna turn it on medium heat. This is starting to bubble very slightly, so I wanna go ahead and add my shrimp in. I'm going to fan them out to a single layer. And I'm gonna let the shrimp and the sauce come up to temperature together. Okay, as you can see, this is starting to boil, so we're just gonna make sure that we're moving this shrimp around, and we're just letting our shrimp heat up. And they're starting to close, so that's how you know that they're getting done. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this off. For a close-up, this is our shrimp. That sauce is going to thicken as it cools. And then these are our noodles that have been thickening up and cooling off. Let's give it a try. It's completely a quick, semi-homemade meal for sure, but it 100% will hit the spot, and it's absolutely delicious. The last make-ahead meal that I'm going to do is I'm going to make some sloppy joe meat. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to brown off our ground beef. I have about 1.5 pounds, and then I'm gonna add some seasonal, some garlic pepper, and some onion powder. As your ground beef browns up, you're going to drain off your extra grease. All right, we've drained our ground beef, and now we are going to add our sloppy joe sauce, so to speak. I make mine with ketchup, and I don't measure. And then we've just got some yellow mustard, some Worcestershire sauce, and then I like to add some brown sugar to mine. Not a ton, but enough. I'm gonna turn my heat on medium heat, and then I'm gonna mix this around. As we go, we may need to add more ketchup, we may need to add more mustard. It's just, I'll show you what mine looks like, the color. All right, so I know for sure I'm gonna add a little bit more ketchup. Okay, that color's looking pretty good, so we're gonna let this warm up here. And this is the consistency and the color that you're looking for that rich sloppy joe sauce. And then what I like to do is I like to take a half a bun, and I like to add my sloppy joe on top and do me like a half a sandwich like that. Let's give it a taste. I snuck a taste over there just to make sure the seasoning was all right. This is so good, you guys. It's so easy. It's pretty economical just to fry up some hamburger and add some condiments. But whatever way that you like it, I 100% hope that you enjoy it, because this recipe is really good. I want to thank you guys all for hanging out with me today while I cooked 3 dinners to make ahead for next week. Don't forget, Jesus loves you. I'll see you in the next one.